We're ready
No.
for ballots.
Originals?
There's no more vote by mail at all?
Verify that for me again.
Doesn't that bounce out as an overvote?
No.
It doesn't.
Well, this would, because it's,
The
yes.
first one, yeah.
Sure, because,
Yes.
I don't
So it
think-
doesn't matter that for most of us, it looks very clear as to who, for whom the person was voting.
This may have been the one we were on hold.
There's a sample.
Yeah.
Do you want to go by each ballot style?
Each one?
Yes.
The one at the bottom, so this one is Edison 14.
Yeah, 8214. Yep.
So what are we looking at?
Again, I think it was just to determine whether or not all the writing was the same as in the personal choice as was in the nomination for a petition.
So for,
Or again, yeah,
It's not the same.
Well, there's a few.
there are a few that are different.
Sterling and Melanie, is that the same page that we're all looking at?
yeah, but it's, so it's,
Yeah, I see.
so if you look at the first one's not, so let's go with the, just to go with the Turo election first.
Yeah, what happened, yeah? We don't have them.
So and I'll just speak for myself.
Yeah.
I, by the reading of the statute, would take that as a vote for Jack Chitterelli. The second one I would say is an overvote, because they clearly wrote in Sterling Stanley and then voted for McCann Mott.
Right.
Same thing with the next one. And then I would take that as a vote for Joseph Wallach, because they could not have made this ballot more clear that they were voting for Joseph Wallach.
I'll go, when you finish, I'll
I-
go through it.
Okay, and then I would say it's an overvote for Agopian and Kenny, because they're two different people.
Right.
There's just too many commissioners, so that's an overvote for commissioner. I would say it's a vote for David Tingle. I would say it's a vote for Elizabeth Conway. And then,
Where's Elizabeth's name? Oh, I'm sorry.
Under people's
I
choice.
found
and then I
under
would say,
David.
it's a vote for Viral Patel and Kentos.
Okay, and my view in terms of this is it requires something in the circle or somewhere. So I would not count Jack Chitterelli because there's a statement, if the voter is not marked, this is from the, this is what the guide that we're supposed to follow.
But,
If the
so
voter is not marked, the ballot, that's to the candidate's printed name.
we are not required to follow the guide. The guide is there to assist as per the statute.
And the statute says for them to prepare a guide so they can follow.
No, it doesn't say so we can follow. It says so it may assist us in our determination. That is a quote from the statute.
And the statute still says our discretion
That is
is
correct.
paramount. So,
Paramount.
but nonetheless, despite that disagreement, I agree with your rationale, but with your outcome, that I wouldn't count Jack Chitterelli in this one either. No, I would not.
No.
Because it seems like in trying to determine the voter's intent, everything else is clearly, is colored within the circle. And although we can't compare the ones that are, where there are two conflicting things colored in a circle, we can't determine the voter's intent. With the Jack Chitterelli, I feel that if he wanted it, he would have colored it in, and maybe he changed his mind.
Okay,
at that
may I
point.
say something? What we're looking at is, he doesn't or she doesn't understand which one should be the accepted vote and which one is not. Because if they're circling in the two lines, for example, with Melanie and Sterling, they're writing in Sterling and voting for Melanie. So we're not counting that,
So we're not
correct?
counting that.
But only because they made a mistake. I'm trying to figure out what this guy's intention, or lady's intention.
Right, and what we're saying is you can't figure it out when you have two conflicting things, but in all instances where they have done the same thing twice, it's quite clear what their intent is.
But
The
if
only
this is-
difference that
I
I'm
don't
saying
know what the
from,
rejection vote would be. Where is their rejection vote by this man, person?
Right here. Stanley.
Under no circumstances.
we're allowed to save some of them.
I get it.
That's what,
Here's things that says, under no circumstances can a write-in personal choice be counted when a candidate's name is on the ballot
Oh, I see.
unless they voted for them on the ballot or where they're printed. So I would my understanding, based on what we're supposed to follow, is no vote for governor, because there's nothing circled.
That's my following, yeah.
And
Well,
Mr.
I
Taylor
don't-
said
Look at
it's
the
two, I
bottom
would
too,
count
though.
it.
Who are you gonna count
I
at the bottom?
can't.
Well, I'm not doing
Can't.
it because
It says
it's not circled.
Under no
I'm doing it
circumstances.
because it's
Yeah.
pretty clear the person knows when to circle, so I wouldn't make it a general rule that just because they didn't fill in the circle, it's not something. I just think in this instance.
There's no reference, if your name is printed on the ballot, you need some mark where in the box or the area where your name is printed on the ballot.
I don't agree with that as a broad rule. I just think
Under
in
no
this particular
circumstances can a
instance.
write-in personal choice be counted when a name
It's not a
candidate's name
personal
is on the
choice.
ballot.
But that's
It
just,
is.
that's just
That's
the
a
guidance,
personal choice.
that's not, we still have the discretion to make a determination.
Let me ask one quick question. Do we have to determine what the intention of the voter was, correct? Scott?
Up
We
to a
don't have
point.
to.
Is that the point?
That's what the exercise
And
is,
I cannot, because of the way.
but you can in some instances, can't you?
No.
And in none of those lines can you determine, so if the voter votes for one thing twice,
Where do
We
we
or
can't.
the same thing
Where was
twice,
that?
you can't
That's
determine
considered a.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Joseph Wallace.
Elizabeth and David.
Yeah.
Except we can't.
But then it's an
County
overvote.
clerk, yes. The county clerk we could count,
Where's the?
because they circled where it's printed, that he's on the ballot. They wrote his name in again, his personal choice, but it doesn't matter because.
It's an
they circled
overvote.
it. It's not an overvote, it's the same person. That
The
one's not an
machine
overvote.
knows that it's the same person? He filled
No,
in the
that's why-
right and it's the
That's
name
why,
itself.
that's why the exercise before was voted that we would actually look at the ballot so we could do this as opposed to just machine determining, because the machine showed that 2 circles, it would have been just deemed to be an overvote. So, because
Exactly.
we're looking at the ballot, we can rescue, if you will, some of the votes.
What is the intention of this voter? To write in the name of the person he wants?
And if you
We
go
You
line
can't
by
answer
line,
that,
We
can you?
can't- No,
Or to circle the name of the person he wants? You can't answer that. I can't determine from what any of you are saying.
No, but there's some that we can, most of
You
which.
started
most of
out by
which we
telling
can't
me
say.
that 3 times, and you're not, the only ones that have one name,
This one is a
the
no.
ones at the bottom.
This one is a no.
But they're not,
This one
but
is a
they're
yes.
required. If their name is printed on the ballot, they have
Look
to
at
have a
me,
mark where their name is
Elizabeth
printed on the
is
ballot.
written and a
That's correct,
circle is,
that's correct. but
and
not
that
the next-
doesn't count.
Oh.
Yes, it does.
If they voted for 4 people, they filled in 4 circles,
So they didn't
Oh, wait.
circle the ballot.
and they voted for 2 people with David Tingle. They filled in the nomination by petition, and they filled in the circle on personal choice.
But we don't.
That won't count either.
That's an overvote.
Thank you,
It
that's
shouldn't-
my point.
It shouldn't be an overvote.
It is,
Because we're
however,
looking at it, because he voted David Tingle
With,
on the ballot, which is, we circled
the
that.
machine would kick it out.
That's correct,
That's why
which
we're
is
looking
why
at
we're
it.
looking at it.
And that's why I'm telling you it's an overvote, and you keep telling me it's not.
The
but
machine
that's the
says
voter's
it's an
intent
overvote.
was for that, he put it there twice.
You can call me Beatrice, I love you.
Yes.
It's only.
Okay, my understanding of,
And I haven't
the
been
guide
having a
directions are, there's no vote for governor.
That's what that's my understanding too, that's why I asked. Like, that's in my-
For assembly, there is a vote for McCann, but not for Stanley because.
Why?
Because Stanley's on the
Stanley's-
ballot, printed on the ballot, and if the instructions say, in no instance are you supposed to count it.
But that's the
Under no
purpose of
circumstances
this
can-
last column, and that person filled in the last column and wrote in the name. If that
Under no
person didn't
circumstances.
understand it the way this machine, or any of us understand overvoting,
We can
over,
protect, we can pull some of these out and accept them based on looking at it.
some of them,
Right.
but you're
Some
not
of
gonna
them.
pull out the ones.
I can.
I'll make a motion to accept all the votes on this ballot where they listed the same person twice and circled them twice.
If they circled them
Twice.
in,
Yeah.
yes.
Where
Well,
they're circled
but
twice
no,
and
I
named
don't.
twice.
But then you have to add, you're also going to accept the ones where they only had the one written in. Because
That's different.
then why did they decide to
Did
vote
that
for
first.
2 people twice
But I will
and 1
accept
people
that
once?
amendment to my motion. to accept all the ones where as the voter intention is clear, where they filled in the circle on the left, and on the right, they wrote in the name
Yes,
and
I
filled
agree,
in the
I
circle.
agree with you.
Okay,
And also,
everyone, go ahead.
the two-
If it's the same name.
Yeah, in the same
Yeah,
name,
if
and
it's the
also
same
the two at the bottom where they just filled in the name and.
All right,
And I will
so,
say again, our guidance says, under no circumstances, this is not the general, under no circumstances can a write-in personal choice be counted when a candidate's name is on the ballot and it says elsewhere, but if the candidate's name is circled.
Yeah, well, I don't
The
necessarily agree
printed
with
part
that,
will
but
be
that's not the motion.
all right, so there's no vote for governor. There's no vote for Robert or Eugene, correct?
No,
Well, no,
that's
it's
not
two
how I'm
assembled.
voting,
Yeah.
just so
Okay,
we're clear.
so who's the vote on Melanie?
I'll say it again, how I believe it should be.
Okay,
I believe it is a vote for Jack Chitterelli.
I say no.
I
Okay.
believe that it is a vote for McCann and Sterling Stanley, since it's a pick two. I believe it's an overvote for sheriff. I believe it's a vote for Joseph Wallach. I believe it's a overvote for county commissioner.
which, Charlie?
Well, they,
They vote.
all together, they have 6 people listed here.
One,
Oh,
Gary,
oh, oh.
Charlie,
They voted for 5.
They voted for 5 or 6
If you
different
that way,
people.
They voted
it's,
for Kenny.
no,
Yeah,
one,
they have the screwed up.
Okay,
nine.
can
but
I
they
just-
have
it's no, it's,
one, two,
county commissioners are no
Three,
good, any
four.
way you interpret it.
5, 6,
Okay.
okay.
I think it's a vote for Tingle. I think it's a vote for Elizabeth Conaway, a vote for Bira Patel, and a vote for Robert Cantos. That is how I am voting this ballot.
So what happens?
Is that clear?
No
Why don't we
agreement?
go line, why don't we go
To a judge
each
or
office
something?
and
Yeah,
vote on
Then we have to
each
do
office?
it by office. Because
Okay,
we're-
so
Okay,
all those who say it's a vote in favor of Jack Chitterelli.
I vote for Jack Chitterelli. I accept that.
no.
Okay, so that's enough. Go
We
ahead.
got 4 no's.
Okay. All those who think it's a vote for Sterling Stanley and McCann Mott.
I agree.
No,
No.
but it's,
Why not?
you want to do the alternate?
It's 2 people.
It's,
No.
but you have to have
Staying consistent
the
with
circle for Stanley Sterling or something in that, in
So
the
you're
box
voting
where
for
it's
neither one of
printed.
those?
No, I'm voting for McCann,
Why?
because she
She
got the
was
vote
the vote
circled
with the
properly.
circle.
Oh,
So
wait a
did
second.
Sterling
I
get a
misunderstood
vote?
Bill.
Sterling got a vote in the
Two.
write-in part.
You're not allowed to do that.
But that's,
You're not-
we're voting on
I
this,
vote
so
yes on
that's
that
how
one.
we're doing. So I believe the way Donna's believing, the both of those circles should have been filled in. So let's just take the vote.
Both of those people, Melanie and Sterling.
Well, then we have to do one at a time.
One and another.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we just did.
A general assembly vote, and you're picking only
Well-
one name. So who are you voting for? Oh, you're
The-
voting for 2. Okay, never
It's
mind.
supposed to be voting for 2.
So we got into 2.
But based on the guidance and some things that says, under no circumstances, it should only, the only one that
The
should
only
be
one
counted
should be
is
is Melanie.
McCann Mott.
I think that's fascinating coming from somebody who has disagreed with guidance from the Attorney General's office more times than I can count.
And I think this entire ballot is
Well, when it's
messed up,
built-
so
when it's
pick
built-
and
when
choose
it's built
because
into
there's
the-
I
one
mean,
thing.
that's how I read it.
This is not the
That's-
Attorney General's office, although I'm sure the Division of Elections got guidance from the
We
Attorney
voted
General.
for
So
2,
can we
and this
just-
person voted for 2.
Can we just go down and say who we vote for this?
And if it's
thing?
tied, it's tied. If it's not tied, then we, for each individual person. So
Okay.
the vote was not to vote count for.
Well,
Chitterelli.
I don't know who
Alright.
voted that yet. Wait, you
Wait,
said
let's
no.
go to let's go to General Assembly,
General Assembly,
okay?
Yes.
Sterling
Yes.
and Melanie.
Sterling and Melanie.
Yes for Melanie, no for Sterling.
That's not how we're doing this.
Exactly, it's
You
not
first,
either except.
I'm.
We have to do it by
Get it out the way.
And
candidates.
guess no. Okay, fine.
Well, this one you do
Fine.
because it's so screwed up.
So I'm yes for McCann and Sterling.
Me too.
Need 3.
That's 3 votes for McCann and
You're allowed to
Sterling.
pick 2, and there are 2 in there.
Correct.
But they're not.
No, that's,
All right,
Okay.
we're
fine,
not debating anymore, we're voting now.
fine. I vote for McCann and against Sterling, based
Okay.
on where it is.
I go for McCann, and I know against Stanley.
Sylvia?
So it's-
I'm voting for McCann and Sterling.
Okay, so it's McCann and Sterling.
Yes.
that's good.
Okay,
Okay, that's where
next.
we're to vote for.
Sheriff, I have that as two votes for an overvote.
It's an
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, overvote.
Correct.
County clerk, I vote that it's a vote for Joseph Wallach.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
I didn't have to say yes.
Okay. For county commissioner, I vote this is an overvote.
No, it's,
I
it's
agree.
different names.
No, I see that. You're right.
It's
It's
six.
absolutely no vote.
Yeah,
They're voting for 3 and they voted for 6.
they voted for 4 or
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5.
Technically, they wrote Chanel down there.
Okay, so
too,
that's no good. No, yeah.
They voted for 5. You can only
Yeah.
vote
So
for
then it's an
3.
overvote, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mayor,
Mayor?
Mayor, I have this as a vote for Tingle.
Yes.
Yes.
Agree. Same for Conway.
Okay. Same for Conway. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, it's a three positions. Yes, I agree on Conway.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have this for, yes, you're correct. I have
Mayor?
the council's vote for 3. I have Conway, Beryl, and Kentos.
I don't have,
Conway, yes.
yeah, the other two
Patel
no.
and Kendos, no.
So somebody's got, me and Donna are saying no to the last two.
Why?
Because the
Because
circle's
under
not-
no circumstances can a write-in personal choice be
Okay,
counted
gotcha.
when a
I-
candidate stands on the
Gotcha.
ballot.
I just looking back to
So now Sylvia.
I say yes.
Okay.
that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Two
Sylvia,
no's and a yes.
On the,
on council, how do you take that?
Yeah,
yeah, I'm in agree.
good. That was
Okay, so that's a vote for the 3 on council.
correct.
Now we go to the school board, because this is the same ballot, this is the backside.
Jesus, God, do the same thing there.
This is a vote for 3.
School board that's gonna be in
This is a
front.
vote for 3. I have this as a vote for Romano, Rivera, and Azzarello.
Oh, wow.
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I say no because.
And I say no,
the same
so
thing just-
that's
you know,
the way we are, okay?
Fine.
Sounded clear.
Move on.
I believe, and I'm just, Don, just because I think you and I kicked all these, I'm just gonna narrate a little bit. I believe we kicked this ballot specifically because in the scan,
You know,
no?
didn't take David.
Looks like we've done continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Commissioner.
Yeah.
I was
Go ahead.
explaining to you why I kicked this ballot out for the group. In the scan on the computer, because it looks like this may have been filled out in pencil or a light
Oh, I
pen,
see.
Yeah,
it wasn't picking up anything
Oh, I
for the
see,
bottom
I
of the
see.
commissioners.
Okay.
And it's much more clear on this photocopy that in fact they were trying to vote for
Jack.
commissioners. And so
Morrison.
I think we would take this as column B for through the commissioners, Tingle, Conway.
Correct. Correct.
And then on the backside, column 2.
yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Patel,
Agreed.
and Azzarello. Agreed.
Why did we have to pull this one out?
This might have been the one, we kicked one as an example. I don't remember which one it was though, to be honest.
This
Is
was,
this the example?
It might have been.
these are all your
Example.
reviews?
Yes.
Don?
But
Saying yes.
So I think Commissioner Katz, I think we have this as column B down to the Township Council and then Rupert Siegel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Tommy said,
a vote just for Mr. Khan on the Board of Ed.
Right.
yes.
We may have pulled it as a sample, so.
I have a feeling,
So we know.
yeah, because we're gonna, and we'll, they're not in the same order we have them. So.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
That's good.
We disagreed on this. I have this as a vote for everybody in column A.
Correct.
And my reading of it is it's a vote for Cheryl because she is clear to that, but, oh wait. hold
It
on.
was a vote for all.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
They wrote everyone's.
They wrote everybody the
They
same.
did everything
Yes,
the
I
same.
agree.
They did
I
everything
agree.
right.
So you accept it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then no vote for Board of Ed.
Correct. People don't understand what's really important.
Though I will say, just on the Board of Ed side, so we can understand how capricious this is from a scan perspective, I believe initially the computer took
Oh,
El Samara
yeah.
because the X that they used to cross out the ballot went through that circle.
Yep,
Yeah.
I believe it.
So you understand?
Yeah,
Okay.
How did you know you did that?
he's just so smart.
I am annoyed beyond belief.
The left side, when you look at the thing, at the ballots on the right, the left side has what they took and what they didn't.
Okay.
Okay. I read this next ballot, again, to take Tom's point, we're at 214 Monroe 2-3. I take this to be, they wrote in everyone clearly from column A.
Correct.
I would take these as write-ins.
Wait, which ballot are we talking about? That's not the next
214
one.
Monroe,
214,
column
2-3.
214 Monroe 2-3.
We didn't accept Jack's on, oh wait, we didn't accept.
I do not have that
Jack's.
ballot.
This one, it's this one.
I know.
Oh,
Or share it with the,
here.
Those have to be, both of them should be filled in. So I have to stay consistent to what I've been doing, so I'm rejecting this whole.
This, I would reject it because there's nothing.
Are you gonna say there's no circles filled in? Because
No.
I'll point out that Mikey Sherrill's circle is filled in for write-in.
Okay, you got that.
So is
You
Rufus
got-
Siegel's-
Oh, wait, but not both
No,
of them
but they're
are.
not, if they're, I'll just repeat it.
Both of them are.
Under no circumstances
but
can a
both of
write-in
them can
personal
go with
choice
both
be
of them.
counted when a candidate's name is on the ballot.
I think the voters' intention here is very
It's
clear.
Very
clear.
clear.
Who they were voting for.
This
and
is
I
the whole
am
point
very
of
uncomfortable
the question.
disenfranchising the
Okay, let's just
voter
vote.
when
So
their
we're-
vote is clear.
So I think that Commissioner Jala and I are 2 votes for this being
And I
a
accept
column
it as
A.
well. Clearly, it's a vote.
Okay, that's 3 votes.
I'm saying no, because that's.
If you
what
gave it to
the-
300 people, how many would say they
Well,
don't
if you
know?
go by the things that were given to us, it clearly states it, and I have to agree with Don on
Sylvia?
that. So I'm saying no.
Sylvia?
yeah, no, I'm agreeing, I'm accepting.
Okay.
Thank you. It's logical because we know exactly for whom
Do
they
we
are
have
voting.
anything on the back? It's the same thing.
I'm sorry, same thing on the back.
Yeah, you're gonna agree on it.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
taking Marizone and
Yeah.
Elsama. Excuse me.
Then I have, oh,
This one, I think it's-
Commissioner Katz, I believe we pushed this one because we wanted to see how dark the mark was for Stillwell. I personally don't think that that's dark enough, but I thought it was good that we pulled it.
where's,
Was there
oh,
two people?
Yeah.
There was a mark on
Oh.
Yeah, we
Stillwell
weren't sure. Yeah.
here.
I see
think
it.
it is.
I'm not sure
You think
either,
that's a vote?
which I guess,
No.
Sylvia and I.
can't tell, so I guess we
Sylvia and
gotta
I-
reject
No.
it.
Sylvia and I rejected those, and I'll tell you why.
You know, I.
Every other circle is filled in completely.
Right.
filled, yeah.
Correct, and that
Yeah.
person might,
Yeah.
right, Sylvia?
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
using your name in vain, Sylvia, it's what we said. though.
I agree.
All the circles, all the.
All right, so we're all in agreement then.
All the column B ones except for
Stillwell.
Stillwell
There's no-
and
no-
and the two
And who?
the two county commissioners are.
This is another one.
Okay.
Okay. This is another ballot that's written in with no circles filled in. This appears to be all of column B, and I'm voting to take votes for all of column B.
I think
I
the
agree.
intention's clear.
Very
Actually,
clear.
it's not all in column B.
I'm sorry, it's not?
No, it's
No.
Jack Chitterelli.
You got.
Yeah, Nancy.
Scott.
Oh, it's B.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
forgot.
really?
Mildred and Nancy.
Sheriff?
Yeah.
But they, for whom they're voting is
By the
clear.
time we're done here, we're gonna support more Republicans than you, I just want to.
That's possible.
Just want to point that out.
Okay, Sylvia's gonna vote for it anyway.
Sylvia, we're good on that one, right?
Yep.
Good, all right.
Now,
No, it's.
And the Board of Education is free.
What the heck is
now,
this?
now, Commissioner Katz, this is probably the strangest one we saw, I think, in the 400 or so.
Oh, the next one, yes, that's correct.
So it looks like they clearly said, I don't want these people. However, because they're filling in, because they're scribbling, scratching out their names, they scratched over the circle in some of them.
Oh, this one.
Those are technically by the Scantron votes.
Well, that's why we looked at the
You
ballots.
should let it go through, just,
Oh,
just
Yeah.
should go through the Scantron.
That's
What's the
tough,
computer
though,
say?
for anyone.
Now here's the other wrinkle.
That's
Tom,
tough.
I don't know that we can actually go back. So, for instance, the county commissioner race did not pop as, from the computer as a race for us to look at, because it has 1, 2, 3 votes.
I can't vote.
But the others also.
Are we able to even change the intent of that vote?
No.
Well, we have to. Well,
The machine
don't.
picked it up
the machine
Already.
picked it up.
As a
but-
vote?
as a vote.
But that's, how could they do that?
Because they literally colored in the entire
Yes, but
box.
they didn't accept all the ballot. all
Well,
the
that's
ballots.
because some of them just didn't get caught in, like
Wow.
governor
I-
is not X'd out, but I would see General Assembly, I would see
The concept of looking at the ballot
Township Council
is to
is.
So they've
determine
already,
whether what the machine did was correct or not. In this instance, if the machine accepted any of them,
it was incorrect.
I think it was incorrect.
But there's another piece of logic I would throw out here just for consideration, right? And I don't have a strong feeling with it. This is a wacky ballot, right?
Right.
It certainly is.
But I will say that if they were scratching it out to eliminate them from consideration, why did they then not scratch out the others?
Vic
So-
Kaplan and Joanne.
Yeah,
who's
Stephen
the,
Welser.
And Stephen. I'm
What are
very,
you trying to
Because
say,
they
is
may
that
have
their
really,
intent?
who knows? With that some way, we really don't
We
know.
don't know.
And we don't know whether they said,
Which is why
we
I'm
absolutely don't
rejecting.
want these, but we want the other people.
I'm rejecting the ballot.
Do we have an option to reject the entire ballot?
Ballot.
I don't,
I
If
Yeah.
some of
I
them went
reject
through on the
this
machine already?
I mean, it was went through
counted.
the tabulator and
Oh
again, it
my
was
God.
separated for this purpose, so
But was
right
it
now.
separated? So the entirety was separate?
no.
No, not entire, the entirety was
Right.
separate. Again, it was just again, an unclear mark about probably winning the contest that, again, I can point you to sheriff.
So
You
the
can see
question
just
is,
tested in.
what do we do about the ones that were in fact counted? Or do we have the authority, or we have a precedent where we've gone back in and uncounted it because?
I mean, it's a fascinating question. I don't know if the board wants to take a position where we are removing choices that have been.
Yeah.
tabulated
My understanding is they're
in terms
pulled
of
for a
votes.
specific reason and we are to resolve that reason. I don't know, I haven't fully thought it
I
through.
think I think we should give this sample ballot to the AG and the Division of Elections and at least get some guidance on what they're
Are
talking
you
about.
gonna tell me?
Are we gonna listen to them or I just say, is it guidance or is
Well,
it?
so for the sake of exercise though, just so we're aware, this single vote would not be.
change
It
anything.
would not determine any of the contests on either side of this ballot.
But we have to be consistent in what we do.
But there is no consistency in this situation, though, Commissioner, because this is the only time we've ever seen this.
And look at the board.
I hear you,
Education.
but my point is that, so I don't know that I love the idea of going.
Nobody. They canceled everybody on the
Well,
board.
I'd like to know what we're supposed to do if we see a ballot that the machine accepted a vote and then that we determined
It wasn't.
that was
wasn't
simply wrong.
acceptable.
That's what we have to find out.
So I'd like at least to find that.
That's what we have to find out.
What are we supposed to do?
I believe that we should find that out, but in this
Yes.
instance, though, I don't know that, until we have that answer. I
No, we're
feel
not
com-
stopping.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable going in and uncounting the General Assembly, the
That's-
sheriff, and.
Scott, I have no problem with that.
All right.
In this instance,
So-
no
so we
contest- nobody has, none of these candidates are going to win or lose based on what this ballot says.
Yeah, so if we can, if we can just say we can accept this ballot as it stands and leave it at that.
That's a good option.
But
But we want to tell us what we're supposed to do. Use this as a sample as to what we're supposed to do if the machine picked
Yeah,
up
we
some
should
of these
have
and
back
not
to
the others.
that, yeah.
I mean, seriously, look at the board of education.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This next one is another
Same
example,
one.
so clearly written in the write-in choice
With no
with no
circles.
circles,
At
so
all.
so
So-
we've had so far 4 votes for all these. Do we have 4 votes for Sheriff Coughlin to vote that?
Yes.
This one's slightly different. So obviously there's check marks
Oh,
and then
boy.
the name's written and then more check marks.
But we've done, oh,
That's
I
what-
think
but
it's
it's
clear.
same persons, and
Same
we've
name.
accepted it.
Same name.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
Well,
it.
I would accept Cheryl Lopez
Nancy I couldn't accept.
and
But it
Ken.
doesn't matter, you can accept the whole thing
And
anyway.
Why wouldn't
Kenny,
you?
right?
I wouldn't accept Pinkett because there's no
Yeah.
check mark in the printed part of it.
Me too.
I would still accept all.
All right.
So we have 4 for the
Sorry,
accepting.
Yeah,
Kenny.
and Jasmine Melendez on the back, right?
And we're not gonna accept Nancy Pinkett, right?
No, we
No,
are
you're
accepting
gonna
it.
accept it. I'm not, you guys are.
4. Yeah, 4 of them.
And again, this one was one where the image on the computer didn't seem to correctly pick up ink marks.
Oh dear.
This looks a little bit more clear here. They clearly did pen on some of
They
these.
vote for
It looks
Mikey,
like, it's hard to tell, this
Greg.
is still not the original, it looks like they may have whited out something.
and then Millie, and Charlie Kenny, and
Do we
Dan
have the
Harris.
original for this one?
Yeah, I have the original for this one.
Can we just pass that
They
down?
did use whiteout.
And
Yvonne
only
Lopez
two
is
in
Nancy.
the back.
Yeah, here, Don, they use whiteout.
I don't think they voted for Yvonne and Nancy,
No, they put white out.
or Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they voted for Coglin.
Yeah. No, Mikey
Coughlin.
Cheryl, Coughlin,
Oh, I'm sorry. didn't see
Millie
Coughlin.
Scott, Charlie Kenny, Dan Harris,
And that's it.
and the two in the back.
Because
Yeah.
they couldn't put it-
Stephen Raleigh.
Yeah.
So, and there's a circle there. See, there's white out.
So you're saying the circle is for them, they whited it out and they returned a circle, but they didn't mean to
Correct.
fill the circle in.
Correct,
Right.
so they wanted.
Well, that sounds like what I did in third grade when
Well,
I tried to draw
yeah,
an arrow
look
to
at
my.
this. Right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so it's.
It's just the names that I read out loud.
I don't say that again, then read them
There's a
again.
question.
Mikey Cheryl, Craig Coughlin, Millie Scott, Charlie Kenny, Dan Harris, Akshar Sadana, and Stephen Love.
Okay. Yes.
Are we finished?
That's it.
Is there anything else? Tom, is there anything else?
Yeah, Linda had a couple more. Didn't think it-
Which bill? Transition application as well.
Transition period.
What else we have?
Partridge and Pear.
I have a fundraiser, I'm supposed to be up short, what to do, but I'll get them.
Well, I have three young children at home by themselves and another older child calling me from his brother's college.
Nobody sent it
I don't know
out.
what's going on.
In regard to what?
No, not political.
How old
It's
is everyone?
history organization.
So the 13-year-old's in charge.
We have revenue meetings. I sent the
10,
an email to
10,
that. I didn't get a notice, so we got
Now,
it.
13
What are
can
the-
babysit, but not for siblings, because sometimes they fight.
Well, and then I got the 20-year-old just got to, one 20-year-old got to the other 20-year-old's college 5 hours away, and he just called me. Just wait, he said yes. So. Board members, see me out tonight, I think.
Do we want to take comments?
So that would be the time to take.
Oh, could we do that? Can we take,
Go
I'll
out
come
of order, we can
It's
take
not
public
received.
comment now.
Oh, that's true.
It's a good point, yeah.
Okay. What was the question?
I think it's April's
Do
idea.
public
Yeah,
comment.
public
Good job.
comments.
What?
Public comments.
Seeing no other members of the public, I'll
Do you need that? No?
need what
The
the.
podium.
Oh, no, it's,
Podium?
so as you know, on election day, 3 board members voted to reject 948 mail-in ballots with no opportunity for voters to appeal, cure, and/or defend their right to vote, and that was as a result of a private citizen's mass challenge of those voters and the unsworn testimony of a third party who, under questioning from Commissioner Jallo, revealed this, basically the sole basis for the challenge was the software platform identified as Eagle AI. And I wanted to share with you all an article here. I just take one, pass it down, there should be enough for all of you and Mr. Lynch. So this is, was not hard to find, just Google Eagle AI, and I see this is from the Brennan Center for Justice at New York University School of Law.
Which has a very precise opinion on all these all these matters. Very left.
Left of what?
You please continue.
Go ahead.
It's titled, "A New Anti-Democracy Tool," subtitled, "Eagle AI is the latest effort by election deniers to use the upkeep of voter rolls as a vehicle to disenfranchise voters and spread disinformation." Authors Alice Clapman and Andrew Garber, published in September 2023. I'll just read a few excerpts here on page 1. "Don't let the AI in the name fool you. There's nothing intelligent about Eagle AI, which appears to be no more than a system that performs data matches based on a database of public voter data amassed by a web scraper. Its own proponents describe it as, quote, Excel on steroids." Abbreviating the next paragraph, Eagle Eye takes from sources to create massive lists of voters. From there, it highlights names of potentially ineligible voters using criteria that are at best unreliable, at worst irrelevant. Amateur investigators take the highlighted names and look for purported evidence of voter ineligibility, like a social media posting from out of state. They can then use Eagle AI to auto-prepare challenge forms in a couple of clicks. It's no more than a clearinghouse for election deniers to compile mass challenges. Move on to the other column in page 2 here. Paragraph that begins with, "That was hardly a surprise because, as we've documented, mass challenges are consistently based on unreliable data. Specifically, inconsistencies in voter data can more often be explained by benign reasons rather than voter ineligibility. To name a few, voters may want their mail forwarded but remain eligible to vote at their registered address. People may accidentally indicate an entire household moved when some members remain. Public property records may be out of date and people often share names. Thus, private challenges based on these data sets are more likely to sweep in ineligible voters than to identify, sweep in eligible voters rather than identify ineligible voters." Move on to page 4, paragraph that starts with the word "third." Eagle AI's backers also propose that local governments use it to resolve private challenges, which would lead to disastrous registration purges. This scheme is right out of the election denial playbook. Since there's no evidence that illegal voting is a widespread problem, conspiracy theorists create a facade of a problem and then demand that governments use their solution, never mind the side effects of disenfranchisement and intimidation. They want to be prosecutor and jury. Purges aren't the only concern in this scenario. Eagle AI is another mechanism for drumming up bogus evidence that election deniers can use, quote, proof for the lie that fraud mars our elections. Just by taking Eagle AI seriously, local officials could give it a veneer of legitimacy that helps disinformation gain traction in the future. Very concerning stuff. This is their opinion, the Brennan Center for Justice and the authors of the article, but I wanted to make sure that I shared it with all of you and to consider it in the future when folks may bring mass challenges against voter participation. I had some other questions that I think would probably be better if Mr. Lynch were here, so maybe we'll call that my 5 minutes and I'll yield and I'll come back. Well, Mr. Lynch is here now, so if you want me to...
I'll hear you.
All right, I'll restart the clock.
Should I continue? Thank you. Heard some discussion about adjudication. I'm not totally sure what that is. Could somebody just tell me what is adjudication of the ballots? How does that work?
Decide whether,
Again, it's a tool that we could use through the election software. We've addressed it before in meetings, but I mean, just to kind of highlight is areas where the tabulator will run the ballot through, but whether it's an unclear mark or a blank ballot where, again, it's a circle, it's not in the oval, or questions like that, where the questions the commissioners delved into today, we have the ability through the software to go in and make those corrections for voter intent to the voter's ballot. With both
Right,
parties.
one commissioner each.
One commissioner of each party along with staff being able to make those corrections.
Thanks. When is the next board meeting?
It's not a board
Again,
meeting.
Maria, what's the?
January 8th.
January.
Okay, so this will be the last of the ballots to be...
Unless
Yeah.
there's something that needs to be
Got it.
emergently addressed.
Is there a specific date or time when the certification is scheduled to occur, or is that just people coming and signing at some point?
Coming in
before the
and
deadline?
signing in, I believe for the board, we have to do it by the 19th, but the clerk has to submit it by the following Monday.
Got it. A few more questions. I think I asked this, but Mr. Lynch wasn't here. The bomb threat against Livingston Park Elementary School voting location, who made the call to close down that polling location? Do you know?
In terms of to close down the location?
Yeah.
I mean, to evacuate the location was done by the local police because they received the bomb threat. The decision to move that location to the other polling location was made by the Board of Elections with the municipal clerk, county clerk, and other interested stakeholders.
Thank you. And then on the stolen ballots, where specifically were they stolen from? I think commissioners told me it was a U.S. blue mailbox. Is
That would be a question for the postal inspector. We were just given broad parameters in terms of it, it's not specifics in terms of where it occurred.
But you were able to figure out which ballots they were?
They were able to give us the streets, for Metuchen particularly, they were able to give us the streets where they thought that it occurred on a particular route. For the Woodbridge ones, they actually recovered those ballots and they were returned to the Board of Elections.
Right, well, I'm talking about the ones that were recovered, so I want to understand, you knew which ones it was, or no?
Yeah, the ones that were recovered by Woodbridge PD in coordination with the postal inspector in terms of the warrant served. So they were brought back to the board, so we had them in our possession.
Okay, and just because I still don't understand where they came from, where they were taken from, but it's, I know maybe you don't know, but.
I don't know the details and I want to comment on something I'm not.
Correct.
It's under investigation.
Right,
Still
right.
under investigation.
But so somehow, law enforcement figured out where they were, recovered them, brought them to you. If I recall correctly, some of those voters had already returned a replacement ballot, others had not.
Yes.
What was the ultimate outcome with what was done with those
The board
ballots?
chose to accept all the ballots, even including the ones where the initial ballot didn't have a duplicate.
Right, and,
With
but
the
in the
signatures
cases where
checked on
the,
that,
sorry?
with the signatures checked on the ones that we didn't
Yeah.
replace.
In the cases where both ballots were returned to the board, which one was approved, the replacement?
The duplicate
Replacement.
ballot. yeah.
Got it, okay. Those are all my questions. Thank you for your service. Have a good one.
We have 3 ballots to look at. This one is that's a marked ballot.
Yes. The person signed their name.
Yes.
And then we have, this one was 2 ballots to close. The card has nothing, but the paper ballot has a vote on it. Normally you would say take the card, but
Should we deal with that one? I didn't hear.
Do we all agree that that
Yes.
was?
Mark ballot.
Sorry.
So wait, this was a,
2 ballots enclosed in one
in a
envelope.
what? It's a vote by mail ballot.
No, provisional.
Provisional and a provisional ballot card. The provisional ballot card is blank. The voter filled out a paper provisional ballot. What location was that?
It's on the,
So there's only one vote.
oh yeah, it's Piscataway 110.
So there's one
Give
vote.
us the provisional ballot.
There's 2
I
papers,
just, I
one
know,
vote.
No votes from this, and then they did this. And I know they, why were they given, why were they given a paper ballot after they were given a card?
If I do.
No, okay,
But
are we
I would
making a
assume
note
they
for
were
this
given
district?
a card and, again, my own assumption is that they were given a card and then did not vote it on the machine and went directly to a provisional ballot table. I don't know.
Okay.
But then we're ultimately.
We should note for purposes of, in this election district, that we have a poll clerk issue.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
We
Do
do.
make a note of it.
We give that to Valerie and then you
Yes.
guys look it over.
So we're not counting this because this is there?
No, wait a minute. They did not vote in
Yeah,
the
we
machine.
didn't, we haven't made a decision yet, but I'm,
We're trying to figure out what
And I'm asking-
what exactly happened.
They did not vote in the machine.
No, the card.
They were given the card.
so the only vote is
The paper
that
that
one
voted.
paper that we have.
So
So I would propose we accept
I agree.
the votes from that one form.
Me too.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
And then this one is 2 different votes. There's another paper and a card.
And they-
One envelope, there's different votes on there.
That's
And
So they voted, in essence, they voted twice.
Voted twice.
Is everything the same?
Unless it's a married couple and they, but still what, we're not gonna accept it.
They voted the card and they voted the paper.
2 votes,
Different
different
votes. My shirt.
Here, oh, only 3, only 3. Mine, you should see the box.
Everything's the same.
They voted twice.
No, that's okay. I wound up with a paper, I told you, I have to have my stupid cat.
Oh, yeah, they did. They voted twice. They did, yeah. All right.
So it's different.
So I can drive.
Slight favor.
Or-
You just go down
Oh,
to
okay.
2 or.
Which one, which is different? I didn't even do it.
It's like, they voted for Daniel Harris here at large, but not here.
Okay.
Sure.
That's the only
Taylor
thing I
is
saw.
back there, so they can do that.
On the card, they voted Paris, but they didn't vote on the.
Yeah.
He's in the class.
And they voted for two
Julie's gonna remake them,
people
just
for
some
Board
area.
of Education, but here they didn't. They voted for one.
Like my empty shirts, don't be looking at it.
Like, which one do we go with?
I know.
Like, what is that?
This goes with it.
Where does this come from?
Secretary.
The screenshot?
You can't tell.
Maria's backyard.
No. I mean, where's the picture taken? I mean, where is this chat? Where's this conference coming from?
I keep, it's fancy saying.
Is it that thing down there? Is it that tablet?
Yeah.
Can we use that tablet to close the chat box, please?
Oh.
Oh, to make the screen bigger, that's what you
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
right-
I
I mean, it's right there.
Oh,
I can see it.
Where do you see
I
it?
don't know if we have that.
yeah.
We did
Don't
have to
touch
remove it.
anything.
If we don't know how to do it, ask our IT.
What we're
Oh
doing.
my God.
If he did,
Tom had
that's
a problem
fine,
with Elmo. It kind of just kicked off.
that's fine.
It stopped working.
Didn't
That
vote
was fun.
for
Unaccepted.
sheriff, so.
There's two votes.
Do
There's-
we-
One ballot has two more votes on it than the other ballot.
Yeah, do we accept this one?
board.
No, we either have to accept one
I
ballot
don't.
or the other, right?
But you can't, well, what you
I don't know that you can accept either.
I don't think so.
I said, I don't accept that.
If it's not the same, I don't think you can accept it.
No,
That was my.
I think we all agree.
Okay.
okay.
Reject the
Rejecting them
ballots.
All right, and then Loretta has some for you.
Better.
Better
Keep saying
off.
that's the last.
There's the last
We only have 3. Oh, wait, we
There's
have
the
2.
last ones
I only
except,
have three.
there's the last ones except the other ones.
Is there anybody else with 3?
There's a line out there.
There's a line.
It's like airplane.
Is the janitor coming in with some more
We
ballots?
received the email November 5th, 4:41 PM. That's when they sent it, so it's too late.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
Agreed.
three of them sent either by mail or email, only a ballot. No waiver, no transmittal. I sent emails, sometimes I send 2 emails to remind them that we can't count it if they don't have anything that's signed, and they
Are these
failed to respond.
military or overseas? What?
They're not military, but they're all overseas.
Oh.
You'll call.
So, right, so I don't know, I mean, there's
And
nothing
that's
else I can
signed.
do, they didn't sign
Exactly.
anything.
Is it
The
signed?
one fella, I sent 2 emails, he sent back, it's too complicated. So I sent back another email saying, well, you have until election night,
To sign.
8 PM Eastern Standard Time, November 4th, to get it to us. I'm
Okay.
figuring maybe you can
Okay,
find
so
someone to
these are
help them.
three
So there's 3
three
that,
overseas,
yeah.
unsigned, which
Yes.
and the ballots are required to be signed
Right.
for those
The-
purposes.
Yes.
Privacy waiver is.
Right, this is private, right, and they did.
Yes.
Okay, we got
and
three
I did make
Yes.
attempts, I have the emails attached if you
We'll
want to see. So I
reject
did
the
attempt to
Okay,
reach them, tell them.
rejecting. Thank you, that's it,
I'm sorry.
that's it.
Commissioner comments?
Commissioner comments?
Oh, I do have some. I want to thank you, Charlie, for bringing that to light to us. And could you look up Eric, because we're going to have that next year.
Anybody else? No?
I just want to commend the staff on a job well done.
Thanks,
Yes.
appreciate it.
Definitely.
Always, as always, you know, you guys pulled through and you got this through to the finish line. I know how hard you guys worked and just want to commend you all. And commissioners, congratulations, thanks to you all for putting in the extra hours to make this done. Of course, the executive director, everyone did a great job,
Thank
so.
you.
Yep.
We all need a round of applause.
And a motion to adjourn. Oh,
Yes.
Scott,
Just
you
one
wanna
thing,
speak?
just, Mr. Kraslow, just so you know, I'm not sure if we said this last time, but the court did adjudicate those ballots
Yeah.
that you brought up, the 900, and they were all processed.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Commissioner Mangel?
Yes.
Commissioner John?
Yes.
Commissioner Cox? Commissioner Munson? Benjamin?
Okay.
Commissioner President?
Yes.
That was right on the